Governor Greg Gianforte's office has confirmed he vetoed another 22 bills last week. MTN senior political reporter Jonathan Ambarian takes a closer look at some of the policy statements he made and some where the decision came down to the budget.
As of Tuesday, Governor Greg Gianforte has vetoed 28 bills from this year's legislative session. That's the most he's rejected from a single legislative session since becoming governor in 2021. And there's still about 24 bills he has to take action on. Two of the bills Gianforte vetoed were intended to require more transparency from branches of government. One would have narrowed executive privilege that allows the governor to withhold information from a public records request. Another would have made the Montana Supreme Court's deliberations public once they reached a final decision. In his veto letters, Gianforte said both bills upset the separation of powers by limiting the executive and the judiciary but not the legislature. The governor vetoed House Bill 605, which would have expanded when jails can strip search inmates but was watered down during the legislative process. And Senate Bill 7, which would have reversed a change from last session and allowed sheriff's deputies and highway patrol troopers to take their pensions earlier. For around a third of the bills Gianforte has vetoed, he specifically pointed to concerns about their price tag, like for one that put $5 million into a grant program for firefighter training facilities. So far, the bills he's blocked have included an estimated total of almost $28 million in one-time spending, and another roughly $13 million in annual expenses. 8 of the overturned bills had support from more than 2/3 of the House and Senate, enough to overturn a veto. That means that for those bills, there will have to be a poll by mail to see if lawmakers want to enact them into law over Gianforte's vetoes. The first 2 of those ballots went out to lawmakers earlier this month. In Helena, Jonathan Ambarian, MTN News.
Well, there's good news for the projected 39.4 million Americans expected to hit the road this Memorial Day. According to Gas Buddy, the average price of a gallon of gas is expected to be $3.08. That's the lowest price this time of year since 2021 and way lower than it was 3 years ago when it was $4.60. And if you consider inflation, it's the cheapest gas has been since 23, excluding the COVID-19 pandemic.